So let me tell you something. Let me give you a reality check, right? You're the only one that can change your life, bro. It's either you change your life or you be a loser for the rest of your life, right? You're the only one that can change your physique. You're the only one that can change the amount of balance that shows in your bank account, right? No one's gonna change it for you. No one's gonna wake up one day and be like, "Oh, I want to make him successful." No, they're thinking, "I want to be successful." They're not thinking. Even your parents aren't thinking, "Oh, I want to make my son successful." But like they'll do it at like a earlier stage of your life, getting your education and stuff like that. But the thing is, like, once you get to like 18 and above, it's all on your own, right? You don't have like your parents like like behind your back in everything that you do, right? So like it's pretty much like that. So like you need to level up and think, okay, so like I'm on my own, me against the world, and I need to level up to be something in this life, right? Look, if you're a young guy, like you're probably like a beginner in every domain of life, including fitness and business, right? So like you're probably wondering like where do I even start, right? Like how do I even start this thing? So like as cliche as it sounds, bro, like you need to take baby steps in order to like get to your goal, right? No one just wakes up and is able to like, you know, tricep push down like the full stack of weights, right? For reps, right? It's just not a reality in this world. Like you need to build up to it. Every like good fitness like professional not even professional, but like a bodybuilder that does it, or like a powerlifter that does it, like they do it in a certain way. Like they do it systematically, like progressively overloading. So if you don't know anything about the gym, you probably don't know what progressive overload is. I'll explain it later towards the video, but you need to take baby steps in terms of like just leveling up pretty much, you know what I mean? And that's the same thing with everything else, like in your life, right? And you might be thinking, oh fuck, I need to do all this to be successful, bro. Like, yes, the short answer is yes. But the long answer is no, because like the more you become successful, like the things that you need to do to become successful is like a lot less. Like your to do list becomes a lot less, but you need to do more of those things, if that makes sense, right? So yeah, so what you need to do is like find out what the needle moving activities are. The needle moving activities are like pretty much the activities that will get you from point A to point B, and that'll actually move yourself forward instead of like shallow tasks that you fill your day up with. You know what I mean? Um, so let's break it down, like right. So like if you take like fitness, right? What is the needle moving activities of fitness? It's pretty much training and nutrition, right? So like if you take training, like training is pretty much like progressively overloading, as I said before, and you're getting better every day with the amount of weight that you lift, or like the amount of reps that you do per that weight that you did before, right? So you need to pick one routine and like do it for like years, right? Which is what I did. I've been lifting for like 7 years now, and like I wouldn't change the thing that I'm doing. Obviously, like I've changed exercises that I do, but I haven't changed like the actual routine that I do. You know, like it's a bro split, so like it's like one body part per day for like 7 days. So like I haven't changed that at all. So like I wouldn't change the thing even now. You know what I mean? Because like it's working for me. So like why fix something that's not broken? You know what I mean? And it's like the consistency that counts, right? Like you do it, you going in there, showing up every day, and like going through it, going through the motions every single day. That's what counts. And like you doing like a 2 hour like workout in a single day and not showing up the next day, that's just not how it goes. You need to show up every day and do the consistent, like the to-do list that I talked about before. It's very short, but you need to do more of it through time, if that makes sense. So you might be thinking like, what about nutrition, right? Okay, so what about nutrition? You need to, so if you want to lose weight, obviously you need to be in calorie deficit, and you need to track your macros. That's a needle moving activity, and you need to pretty much eat the foods that will get you to your destination, right? You need to eat like filling foods, but like with less calories. So like if you can find like keto bread or whatever to replace bread with, and like it's like little replacements like that will get you to your goal faster. And if you're wanting to like increase your weight as well, like it's pretty much the opposite of that. You need to eat like calorie dense foods. I'm not necessarily like recommending you to like eat like, like fucking fast food, that's just not how it goes. But like you can still do it and meet your calorie intake, but that's just not healthy food, you know. So like, yeah, you need to eat at a calorie surplus and log your calories every single day. That's a needle moving activity. So, and with coupled with training, you'll get to your goal. You know what I mean? But you need to look at things in a blended view. So like you need to look at things on a week by week basis instead of like a daily basis, because you'll be discouraged like really fast if you look at it by a daily basis. So in terms of business, like what are the needle moving activities in business, right? What is the to-do list, which is like very short in your business, right? So like if you take, I'm just talking about business, I'm not talking about like a 9 to 5 career, just because like 9 to 5 careers are like just fucking useless now. Just because job security is not a thing, and like consistency is not a thing, and well, it is a thing, but like, you can get fired at any time, you can get laid off at any time. So I'm not talking about 9 to 5 work. Like 9 to 5 is just a whole different ball game. Like I'm not even gonna like touch on that, because like it's just useless, right? We're here to do business. We're here to like be entrepreneurs, right? We're here to like level up and like take control of our own lives, if that makes sense. And we're not here to like just like just look up to like someone else and like build their dreams, pretty much like trade our time to build their dreams. So like side tangent, but like if you pretty much think about it, you're pretty much investing money. So like if when you go to college or uni, you're investing money to build someone else's dream. So you're pretty much putting your money to build someone else's dream. You're working hard at it, right? So like it's just not a good goal for me. Like it's just a no go. So we're just gonna talk about business, right? So what about the needle moving activities in your business? So like my business is YouTube. So like I'm pretty much like reading, scripting, recording, and editing. Those are my like four, like reading as in like research. So like research on video topics and like what I need to talk about. So like those are the four needle moving activities, and I do them every single day religiously, right? Regardless of like like how I feel, or like whatever. That's where the discipline comes in. So like when you go to the gym, you build up that discipline, and you can apply it to like other areas of your life as well. So like that's the cool thing about it. Like you can apply that discipline to other areas of your life. So like if you're doing another business model, right? Like if you're doing like like growth operating, I've seen like growth operating is thrown here and there around, and like drop shipping and Amazon FBA and SMMA and all these other like business models. Find your needle moving tasks. So like it might be outreach for you, like sending cold DMs. Like I recommend, like regardless of the business model that you do, that you build a personal brand around it, even though it's like copywriting or like building sales funnels or whatever. Just build like a personal brand around it, so that you can literally have like clients come to you instead of like pretty much like going after them, if that makes sense. But yeah, that's very I'm very heavy on like personal branding now, just because like Alex Hormozi talks about it, Sam Ovens, like like these big names, they're talking about personal branding over everything. I've seen like a recent video of Alex Hormozi that he explains like personal branding is the best way to like get leads, because every business needs leads, right? At the end of the day, if there's no traffic, there's no sales. If there's no sales, there's no money coming in. So that's what you need to know. And like personal branding is the best way to go, and like organic marketing is the best way to go. If you haven't realized that by now, bro, you're fucking dumb, bro. Like let me tell you, right? But the sooner you realize it, and like the more you like look into it, the better you understand it, and like the better you can come up with video ideas and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, and like if you build an audience, you can sell them anything, like at the end of the day. But you need to give valuable advice, obviously. Like you need to change people's lives. And like if you're doing another business model, I'm talking about just self-improvement, just because that's my niche. But like if you're doing another business model, like you need to actually change the people's lives that you're serving. Like pretty much give them value instead of like just asking for like stuff. You know what I mean? Just asking for like like their business at the end of the day. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I'm pretty sure that I got my point across. That no one's coming to save you, and you need to get your fucking ass up and like just do what the needle move activities are. And your to do list should be very short and concise, and pretty much just get to it and fucking just dominate, right? Because the real killers in this game, like, they don't worry about like this random shit. They actually subtract stuff from their life. They don't. You think that it's like an illusion, right? Like you think that they have all this stuff going on in their life, but like it's actually like this most successful entrepreneurs, the most successful fitness people. Like if you take Sam Selleck, right? Like he's like one of the most successful like fitness influencers right now, and he has like the most basic training structure, training routine, and things like that. And his eating patterns are like really like, I wouldn't call it mundane, but like like pretty basic. Like anyone can grasp it and be like, yo, like this shit actually works. Simple actually works. You know. So at the end of the day, it works for him. It works for me as well. So like it's the little things that get you far, but you need to do more of those little things, if that makes sense, right? So I'll leave it at that, and hope you guys have a great day. Peace.